Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome. My name is Cara. Welcome to Meet the Author, where we chat with some of today's up-and-coming authors and some established authors. I'm super excited today because we have prolific author Dawn Brotherton with us. Welcome, Dawn.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm super excited to have you on because you have so many books out. When I did my little research on you, absolutely amazing. So what inspired you to become an author?
Well, I was in the Air Force for 28 years. And during my first duty assignment, I had a stalker. I had somebody breaking into my house, messing with my phones. It was really creepy. Yeah. And people say, that's such a great story. You need to write that down. Eventually I did. It wasn't exciting enough, so I had to kill off a few people, make it more exciting. And that's the obsession. Well, then once I finished, I said, okay, now what? What am I going to do? And I started doing a lot of research and looking into it. And it took me a while, but I stumbled on Blue Dragon Publishing, and the story goes on.
Very nice. And so your first book was in the series of the Jackie Austen mysteries, and you've gone on and written another one. And are you working on a third?
I am. Let me tell you real quick about the second, just because this is kind of funny. I wrote, like I said, from what I know. That's usually where people start. And it was based on a true story. And then people started asking me more about Jackie. They wanted to learn more. They wanted to know more. Where did she come from? What happens to her next? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't have another story. That was it. One day I got mad at my husband, so I killed him in the second book. You could do that in So yes, that is the second book is Wind the Clock, where Jackie is in Germany. And the third book is called Truth Has No Agenda. And Jackie is up at the Pentagon. She follows me through all my assignments. She was up at the Pentagon and working for the Sexual Assault Prevention Response Office. So the mystery will have something to do with that.
Wow. Oh my goodness. That is, see, now I have to make sure that I get that because I want to see what happens. And tell us a little bit about Jackie. Like, who is Jackie Austen?
Well, like I said, it was based on a true story. So Jackie is a female Air Force missile launch officer, which, you know, I was one of the first female missile launch officers. So there's there's not a lot written about that. There's not a lot of military books that aren't war and that aren't male.
Yes.
So I was kind of excited to write about it from the female perspective. And it isn't all about the military, but it's kind of cool to learn some of the lingo.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'll bet. What an inspiration, and an inspiration to any female out there, even younger females. And I know that you do write a series of books for those younger females, and coming from such a place of personal strength as you do, I'm sure that your Lady Tiger series has a lot of empowering message for the middle-aged young girls and boys. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the Lady Tigers and why you're so passionate about them? I think there's several books about it, right?
We're up to 5 now.
Wow.
So the Lady Tigers, I played travel softball, fast pitch, since I was 9 years old. I coached, I umpired, I kept score, all growing up. And I have 2 daughters, 17 and 19, and they both played travel ball. So way back when, let's see, Rachel's now 19. She was about 13 or 14. And she came to me with a chapter. And I read it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Rachel, this is so good. It started in the middle of a softball scene. And she talks about the girls running the bases and all this that's going on. And she did such a great job. So I'm like, Rachel, we can do this together. We can create a whole series and we can get this book out. And we outlined 10 books. And then Rachel went into high school and she didn't want to play with me anymore.
Yeah. That's what happens.
So I'm like, I'm going to do this anyway. And I started writing the Lady Tiger series, where the girls learn that being part of a team is more than what happens on the field. So a lot of little lessons alongside, but they're not in your face lessons,
Mm-hmm.
like in your face lessons.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of fun with those. And my younger daughter, Paige, actually wrote the fourth book in that series.
Oh, wow.
It has to do with self-confidence and self-acceptance. And she felt that she was better to write that than her mother.
Well,
She's
that's
done really well
a
with
lot of
that.
self-confidence right there, doesn't it? And it's really important in today's society, more than ever, that our young children have that kind of confidence and poise in themselves, because social media and everything that's out there can be a little difficult. So getting that type of empowerment and those lessons in something as enjoyable as a series of books on softball, you gotta sometimes put the medicine wrapped around with a piece of candy, right?
And I have to stress, though, that girls that don't play softball can still read the book. I don't too much detail as far as I explain things as you go. So anybody can enjoy it. And yes, like you mentioned, even boys, we know most boys won't pick up a book if there's a girl on the cover, but
you never know.
exactly.
You never know. Stereotypes are going right out the window these days. So,
and I hope it continues.
A good book, absolutely. A good book is a good book, no matter who the lead character is.
Yeah.
And I heard a rumor about you, Dawn.
Uh-oh.
I heard that you have a pen name, and that you won an award for romance fiction. So maybe you could tell me a little bit about how that came about, because I had to, you're out now, but in the past, someone would have had to do a little digging to know that this was you. So tell us about Worth the Wait.
So as I was doing my research, I learned that romance stories are the second best-selling types of books to write. I'm like, okay, I'll give this a shot. But I was still active duty in the Air Force.
Mm-hmm.
Really want anybody working for me to read any kind of steamy scenes that I might write. And there just might be a few in that book.
Oh my.
So I did write under a pen name. I wrote under Misty Austin. And people ask me where that came from. We already talked about the Jackie Austin mysteries. So that's where I got Austin. And then when I was stationed in Korea, I was working for the A-10 unit there, and their call sign was Misty.
Okay. So someone who was very paying attention might have been able to figure out your secret back in the day, huh?
Maybe.
And you won an award for that when it came out.
I did. I won a bronze award for romance in the E-Global books for
wow.
So it was very exciting. But then when I got it, I'm like, it's not under my name. How do I advertise it? I'm actually thinking right now about recovering it and putting my name on it. So
there you go.
Change in the near future. I'm working on it.
There you go. Oh, see, now that would be a great idea, because it would definitely be a different twist on what you usually write. Could open a whole new venue for Dawn Brotherton, right? So Dawn has a website. You can go and find any of Dawn's books at dawnbrothertonauthor.com. And not only that, but she's going to be live and in person if you are local to the Hampton Roads area on April 27th at the Yorktown Marketplace. And I believe not just April 27th, but I think that you kind of make a regular day there every time that they have one of the Yorktown marketplaces.
I'm there about once a month.
Beautiful. And do you sign your books there?
Of course.
There you go. So you guys can get a signed copy of any of Dawn's books there. You can order them online if you are further away than that at dawnbrothertonauthor.com. And if you want to become an author just like Dawn, and you have the writing bug, maybe you've already written something, you can reach out to Blue Dragon Publishing and have a chat with them, and maybe you can become the next person right here on Meet the Author. It was so great meeting you today, Dawn. I wish you all the luck in the world, and I may come out and see you there at the marketplace. It'll be very exciting, and I can't wait to see what comes next for Jackie Austin.
right.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for joining us right here at Meet the Author.
Thanks.